All right, y'all, continuing with Topps and 1988. We're up to a Rec Pack box. We did some cello packs a couple days ago, and before that we did some 87 Topps and then 86 Topps. So we're starting again with Topps, going oldest to newest, followed by Don Russ, then Fleer, then Score, then Upper Deck. And then it's, I guess, a miscellaneous type free-for-all. This box I bought, God, I must have bought this Rec Pack box 20 years ago or more. It was when I was living in Syracuse, New York. Picked it up at a baseball card or sports card store. And yeah, I think I paid $50 for it. Clearly. And this box has been sitting in the collection for years and years, not really planning on doing anything with it. But now that we're opening up packs and videoing them, guess what? All right, looks like we've got 4 more packs. I'm not sure how I managed to have just 2 packs left in the 87 Rec Pack box, but 4 in here. So we might do these we'll do these 2 packs today, 2 videos, 1 pack each video, and then the final 2 packs we may do at the end for our free-for-all. All right, let's take a look at pack number 1. These are going to be 42 card Rack Packs. So we're down 6 cards from 86 and 87 Topps Rack Packs, which give you 48 cards. I guess Topps figured they didn't want to put as many cards in, but maybe keep the price the same. I'm not sure. I don't remember what the price was. 42 cards. Looks like when we get there's our glossy all-star. Got Jack Clark, not bad. Nobody too spectacular on the front or back. Got that Burt Blyleven, but that's not too bad. What are we looking for real quick? Rookies, looking for Alex Burks, 40 cents. Ken Caminiti, $2. Tom Glavine, $3. Made the Hall of Fame in 2014. And Matt Williams, 75 cents. Here's the 100 cards. Wouldn't mind getting card number 300. I think I've only pulled that twice. That's one of my, behind Alan Trammell, which is card number 320. Don Mattingly's my second favorite card. Here are the glossy all-stars, and I do not see Jack Clark on that list, but these are some of the big ones. Cal Ripken Jr. being the most valuable, coming in at a whole $2. Glossy rookies, we'll get to that when we do the Super Jumbo Pack in a little bit, and there's some error cards that we're going to be looking for. Mark McGwire and Eddie Murray's record breaker, the Al Leiter card, checklist, 397 to 528. And then Keith Comstock. So I think I have all of the errors except for the Keith Comstock. I do not have that in which the Padres name is in white on front as opposed to blue. We also have our little cheat sheet list for leaders cards. In 1986, Topps put on the back of their leaders cards, team leaders cards, who was on the front. But in 87, 88, and 89, they did not. So I did a little bit of research and wrote down who they actually were. Used a couple of sources such as Beckett, the Trading Card Database, and I think the third one is the website Baseball Encyclopedia, or Baseball something, Baseballpedia, something like that. That's a good website. Unfortunately, the Baseballpedia or Baseball Encyclopedia, unfortunately, I've tried to log in and there's a login issue, so you can't add any information to it. All right, so it looks like, unfortunately, our glossy all-star card has a little bit of a nick on it. Let's see if we can't. Looks like we straightened it out, so we should be okay. Looks like it's salvageable. Had a little bit of a nick right there. But there's our 1987 All-Star Team Glossy card for the National League, Jack Clark. Very nice on that. Let's fix that phone. There we go. There's our Glossy All-Star. Can we... Okay, there we go. Almost looks like... Let me fix this real quick. All right, let's get in. We've got Shane Rowley, Roy Smalley, Gary Ward, Carlton Fisk. Very nice on the Carlton Fisk card. We'll take that. Card number 385. Frank DiPino, Ozzie Guillen, Ron Hassey, Mike Davis, Danny Jackson, Don Slaught, Leon Durham, Jack Lazorko, Bob Brower, Cecilio Guante, Jim Acker, Mark Clear, Todd Benzinger, Andy Allenson, nice, Dwight Doc Gooden, awesome pitcher he was, card number 480, Jim Sundberg, Dan Petrie, Rafael Santana, Brett Butler, Terry McGriff, Matt Young, Bob Kipper, Raphael Billiard, Ed Olwine, Buddy Bell, Tito Landrum. There is the Cincinnati Reds leaders. And it looks like we have them as Ron Robinson and John Franco on the front. So this must be Robinson, this must be Franco, but very cool on the Cincinnati Reds leaders card. Oh, got the Boston Red Sox leaders. And that's on the first card as well. Got Wade Boggs on the left and Spike Owen on the right. So Boggs and Owen. Very cool on that. We'll throw him up there. Big fan of Wade Boggs. There's Rob Ducey, Syracuse Chiefs native. Throw him some love. Remember seeing him at MacArthur Stadium in Syracuse, New York in the late 80s, early 90s. There's Ron Robinson, speaking of which. Rick Russell. There is the New York Yankees leaders. I know that one is Dave Winfield. Who is that other one? Willie Randolph. So Dave Winfield on the left, Willie Randolph on the right for the Yankees leaders. Nice. Big fan of the Yankees. We'll throw it up there. What the hell? Tim Stoddard, Ken Howell, Jerry Reed, Rocky Childress. Ooh, a lot of leaders cards. Look at that. Wow. Here's the Texas Rangers leaders with, looks like we've got Bobby Valentine all the way on the left, I believe, with his back towards us. Then Pete O'Brien, Pete Incaviglia in the middle, and Steve Buechele on the right. So there's our Texas Rangers leaders. Here is the Toronto Blue Jays leaders. I know one of them is George Bell on the right, and I believe the on the left is probably going to be Fred McGriff. Yes, George Bell and Fred McGriff. So Bell on the right, McGriff on the left. Nice 10-cent card there. That's awesome. Big fan. Throw him up there. And finally, Bert Blyleven, phenomenal pitcher. All right, folks, there we have 1988 Topps 42 card rack pack. We picked up Toronto Blue Jays leaders with McGriff and Bell, Red Sox leaders with Spike Owen and Wade Boggs, Carlton Fisk, showed him some love, the Yankees leaders with Dave Winfield and Willie Randolph, Rob Ducey, Syracuse Chiefs native there, got Doc Gooden, and our glossy all-star card in this rack pack went to Jack Clark. Good deal. All right, folks, there you have it. 1988 Topps 42 card rack pack from the box. This will be video 1 of 2, pack 1 of 2. Stay tuned. We're going to do another rack pack coming up next.